as a kid, I'm from Wilmington, right? I hated Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like Jordan, but like I knew, like, ain't nobody beating this dude,
Yeah.
man. Like, dog, he's gonna win. Like, he's gonna win. So Jordan is the GOAT, right? But I think my favorite basketball player is Kobe, right? But you gotta respect Jordan, dog. Like, it was, if you want around, you just don't get it, and I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Sports type with J Mike, turn up on game night. Hey, sports type with J Mike, turn up on game night. No, I can't play nice. Hope he ready to play right. Ballin' is life. Report live from the locker room to the court or the sidelines. You know I stay cut if I'm running out of time. School bus said we up, so you running out of grind. Hey. Sports type with J Mike, turn up on game night.
Welcome back, episode 8. I seen this statistic that said most podcasts don't make it past episode 7.
Facts.
So we on
78% or something like that.
Yeah, we on 8.
Facts.
You're doing good. If you're listening on Spotify, welcome back to episode 8. Catch the other episode on Spotify. And then if you want to catch the other ones, come to YouTube. Sports Hype with J Mike. You know I got my co-host with me, A6. And we got a good guest in here today. A6, tell them who we got in here today.
We got Jaron Goodson, Coach Goodson, Queen City Athletic Conference Coach of the Year, which in my opinion means you're the best coach in the toughest conference in the state. You've been here 4, going on your 5th year at Hopewell.
Yep.
You've coached NBA guys, state championship contending teams, had good records over the last couple years, sent guys to college. What really got you into coaching? Or what was the moment that you wanted to coach?
It was probably in college, man. So a group of guys I hung with, they all hoop. And then, so, in college you have like intramural leagues and stuff like that. So they wanted to play intramural league and started out playing with them. And then we just ain't have no organization.
Yeah.
So just moved over to the coach side and we actually ended up winning.
Yeah.
Right. And so during that time, you got to pick a major and trying to figure out what you want to do. And I think it's like, I want to coach. I want to do basketball every day. And so that's how I ended up picking one of my majors and then just followed along with it, man. So ended up doing PE and health. And then I was a speech and theater major as well, double major. And then as soon as I graduated, man, got straight into it.
Yeah.
How would you describe your coaching style?
I'm a player's coach. I mean, y'all guys would know. I'm a player's coach. I like to, the ball has to move. Positionless basketball, where we are at Hopewell, we don't get, or we haven't had much height, or a lot of height with like an extreme talent. So it's mainly guards, man, just moving the ball, being aggressive off the dribble, and just looking for open spots. Man, we just try to get the easiest shot possible. But I would think my coaching style would just be, being super aggressive, attacking the basket, and looking for the best shot possible. Yeah.
That's good. So you did play basketball though, right?
Yeah.
So what did you take from playing basketball? What did you bring that to coaching with you?
Man, it's a lot different now. But if I would say, I know what not to do, right? Because like coming up, man, I would give y'all credit, man. Kids these days, they are working. Like they do this thing 24/7. So the main thing that I know is in order to make it, it's really, really hard to make it, man. And so you have to put that work in, and it has to be something that you do every day. And so that's what I just preached today is, man, if it's something you love, like you got to fall in love with it and you got to do it every day. Whatever it is that you're doing, if it's you're going to do a podcast, if you're going to be a coach, if you're going to be a player or whatever it is, whatever your profession may be, and you just got to do it every day. So that's what I try to preach, man. That's what I take from my youth and try to preach to the kids today.
You think coaching or playing is harder?
Ooh, coaching, for sure.
Coaching. Yeah. Coaching. I ain't gonna lie. What helped me that senior year, or if y'all don't know, but this is our high school coach actually. So give y'all a little bit of context. But our senior year, when I coached in the summer, I feel like that helped me so much actually playing that year.
Yeah,
coaching actually fun though.
No,
coaching
is
is something
it's
fun.
fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
That was fun.
I mean, it's tougher because like you know what to do, right? And you might even know what to tell somebody, but like everybody learns in different ways. Yeah. So like the way I tell you might be different the way I tell him because they have to understand it, right? And then they have to go out and do it and like apply it. So it's definitely harder. You get frustrated because you can't do it yourself.
Facts.
And but it's fun because you have to figure out ways to get them to understand, to get them to buy in. So it's fun in that aspect.
Yeah, it is fun. So coming off the season that you just had previously, think you had, what was your record?
I can tell you how many we lost. I think we lost 8 games.
Yeah.
So I think 19
20 plus wins, though.
Yeah.
8 losses.
28, something like that, yeah.
So what is the goal for next season?
To keep it going. I know people think that we losing a lot. They think we're going to, probably take a dip. I don't think Hopewell has had like that consistent success since they opened the school. They used to be really, really good. And it's just trying to keep it going off of like what you guys started. And then, we carried it. And just trying to build off of what these guys are leaving behind. And but I don't think there will be a fall off. I think we're at a place that we're ready to compete every year. Since the season has ended, man, I've gotten plenty of phone calls. So I think we're going in the right direction. I think Hopewell is like a destination now. People don't mind coming to play for Hopewell, or even more so, even want to play for Hopewell.
Yeah,
so,
right.
I think my goal for next season is just to build off. Man, of course, I want to win a conference championship. You got those teams like North Meg and Chambers, and those guys, they kind of lead the way. So just trying to jump, you know what I'm saying? Take that next step, go from third to first.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think you won half the battle, because half the battle in that conference is the whole mental of North Make and Chambers is superior. So you won the battle because now nobody, like, your teams over the last few years haven't been scared of them at all.
Yeah,
and that's half the battle in that conference.
Yeah.
Just knowing you can play with them and beat them.
I mean, confidence is half the battle. Yeah, confidence is definitely half the battle. You got to go into it, or every game, like, knowing we can win. And first of all, knowing you can compete, and then knowing you can win. I think those guys that are leaving, they definitely believe that they can beat them, for sure. So, they definitely believe we can beat them.
So you coach EYBL, well, not the head coach, but you're assistant coach, part of the Team United organization. EYBL 15U?
We're 17 this
17?
year. Yep.
So what do you take from coaching EYBL, that experience, take it to coach high school?
Man, it's 2 totally different games. It's definitely different. As in AAU, man, a lot of it is just getting up and down and scoring. But like, we try to preach defense, and which a lot of teams don't do in AAU, because you have so much talent and you just want to just run, right? But we're in the mix of being aggressive, teaching defense, preaching defense, and then at Hopewell that we got to play defense. We got to make it ugly, right? Because we don't have that height, so we have to. We got to be scrappy, make it ugly, get up and down. But it's a totally different game. It's 2 totally different games, though. Sure.
Yeah. So, Coach of the Year, we won Coach of the Year this year for the QCAA conference, right? So, talk about the season a little bit. How did the season go for you guys?
So like we said, like 20-8, right? We finished. The crazy thing is we finished 3rd in the conference, but we finished 11 in the state. So that should just tell you a little bit about how tough the conference is. North Met was 1 who they ended up winning the state championship. Congratulations to them. And then Chambers was 2, and they were number 6 in the state. And we finished 11. But season went well. I think, like I said, we made a jump. And then moving forward, we just got to get over that hump. We've been competing since y'all guys, right? So we've been competing. It's just now we just got to turn the corner and get over the top.
Yeah. So y'all lost in the playoffs. Who'd y'all lose to in the playoffs?
Chambers. Yeah.
Okay, so we know how the season ended. Yeah. So knowing how the season ended, would you make that same decision?
Absolutely. 1,000 times, man. 1,000 times.
Yeah, we was watching it, and I was just like, I almost thought it was too perfect. I was like, it's so genius. I was like, he dressed out today.
He had said it when we was watching. He was like, bro, he might as well sub Quay.
Yeah.
And then he showed him in. I was like, dang.
Like, when I did it, and if you weren't there, right? When I did it, like, even in my head, I was like, damn, that was like genius. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was thinking, I was like, that's
in my
genius,
head, I was like,
bro.
yo, man, I did it.
It
like,
worked out perfectly.
Yeah,
like,
and so I would make that decision 1,000 times. Man, we had a couple players out. Derek drives to the hole. He gets hurt. Now, earlier in the game, Jordan for Chambers got hurt, and they had to stop the game. So he was supposed to come out the game. He didn't come out the game, and then the ref basically was telling me, I'm going to give it back to you, right? So Derek could have shot the free throws, right? Even though we went out there and we checked on, he could have shot the free throws, but I turned around, and I got the reigning player of the year on my bench. Kid that got us here, essentially 20 points plus.
Yeah.
A school all-time leader scorer. All you got to do out here is go out there and make 2 free throws. I didn't even look at the free throws. I'm talking to Derek on the bench, like, man, you good? Because if it goes to overtime, like, you got to, I'm talking to him. And I turned around, somebody said he missed. I said, he missed? What? So I didn't even look at the second one. I thought it was good, man. But I make that decision 1,000 times.
That's what I said.
Like,
I said,
man,
I would take that 1,000 times.
Yeah. Like, and everybody in the gym, like, when I did it, like, you could see, like, he got a standing ovation. Like, it was like, oh my God. And then the other side was like, he can't do that. What is he doing? Like, he didn't play all game, but
that was
he
crazy.
in the book.
Yeah, he got
dressed uniform.
out.
Yeah. Shoot, man. Go make 2 free throws, man.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so you were before you was a head coach, you was a part of that 2019 West Charlotte State Chip Run team. Talk about that team a little bit. How was it coaching, being an assistant at West Charlotte and then transferring to head coach?
So up to that point, I had never been an assistant coach. So I started off in Fayetteville, Westover Middle School, head coach. Went to Cape Fear High School, head coach, JV, then moved up to varsity, head coach. So up until that point, I had never been an assistant coach. And so, I like to think as myself as like I can be the chief and I can be the soldier, right? And so Jacoby Davis, Jacoby, you played for Jacoby as well. It taught me a lot, man. This taught me, what it takes to be a champion, right? And that's when I really started realizing like how much work these kids put into it. Like it's an everyday thing. Like we would go from the weight room to the track to the pool, back to the gym. Like that's one day of practice, right? Yeah. And so just taking that and just knowing what to do and how to lead other men, like I never knew what an assistant coach was supposed to do, right? And then he taught me that. And so now I can take that to Hopewell and, tell these guys, hey, this is what I need from you. This is what I need from you. We can go, hey, y'all go to the weight room. Y'all go to the track. We're going to switch, come back. We're going to do position drills. We're going to switch. So it just taught me like how to run a program, like essentially, man. And I mean, we got all the way to the state championship. So, I mean, it has to work, right? So,
Is high school the highest level of coaching you want to go to?
No. Definitely want to be a college basketball coach. I want to get paid to coach basketball. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So like right now we get paid, but you don't do it at the high school level because of the money at all. You do it because you love it. But the goal is to take care of my family doing something that I love to do, that I could do every day. I think it's the only thing I can see myself doing every day other than traveling and doing a video blog or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That would be the life, right? But yeah, basketball would probably be the only thing I can see myself doing every day. So college is definitely a goal. I don't necessarily want to be like an NBA coach or anything like that, but
Yeah, NBA coach is kind of crazy. I wouldn't go and coach the NBA either.
Yeah, it ain't no loyalty, man. It's like it's business, and I get it, But like I think college, man, you build those relationships, and you still raising young men. Like those guys in the NBA, they got millions of dollars. They can tell you F off.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
And they making what I'm like.
Exactly.
What can I really tell you? You making $100 million,
and the owner is going to pick a player over
Before
the coach any day, right?
Yeah.
So,
But college is different now too, though. They getting paid millions.
It is different. I'm not really a big fan of the portal. I get it, but I think there should be like some sort of restriction on it. Like I don't think you should just be able to leave just to be leaving.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That should be a reason, not just because it's hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you're not getting a certain amount of playing time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely different now. And they millionaires too now. So
yeah, facts. So what does the term family mean to you? Like, as far as coaching wise, like as a team, like what does family mean to you? Like, having that brotherhood as a team.
You just got to be willing to give them your all, right? Like you're not playing for yourself, right? You're playing for the people beside you. And what that means is like, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do everything in my power for you to be successful, right? And I'm gonna do everything in my power for us to be successful, not just me. So even if that means me not scoring, like I'm gonna dive on the ball, I'm gonna be talking. If I'm on the bench, I'm clapping. You fall on the ground, I'm helping you up. You get into a scuffle, I'm breaking it up, or I'm going at somebody's jaw, right? So it's just giving up yourself, right, for the greater good.
Right. Okay, so last one before we get into this or that. As a father, mentor, coach, what would you give these kids a little bit of advice? What would you tell to them?
So as a father, a mentor, a coach, give them some advice. If you say something, do it, right? Stay true to your word. always be of service. I mean, I think that's one of the purpose of life is to serve others, and do something that people would talk about after you're gone, like leave something behind. For me, it's about legacy. Like you can go do a million things and make some money, but you know, at the end of the day, like if I was to pass tomorrow, right? God forbid, I would hope that, you know, both of y'all would show up to my funeral, right? I hope both of y'all would have, you know, great things to say about me, and along with a lot of other people, right? So that's what it's about for me. And, you know, just to one day, hopefully, you know, my kids say, you know, that's my dad, right? And be proud to say that. So that's what it's about for me, man, legacy. Yeah.
And then what's your favorite moment as a coach? Favorite coaching moment?
Favorite coaching moment right now?
Yeah.
I got a lot of them, man. But of course, man, you know, come on, man. What was that? 2021, 2022, 21? We'll beat Chambers at the buzzer, man, in the conference tournament. That would probably be one of the, if just thinking off the top of my head, that would probably be one. Playing the state championship, obviously, but we didn't win. But just, I go back and watch that clip right now, and it's not like I know what happens, right? But I'm watching y'all, right? I'm watching the crowd. I'm watching just the joy on everybody's faces, like how excited everybody was. Like, it's a beautiful thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to see like all that hard work that we, because like, you know, that's a place where you came from, right? And so I think about that, it was like, dang, you know, he was just there and so he's feeling a whole different type of way, right? I think you might not even been in the game, but you was one of the first people on the floor, right? You know what I'm saying? You in the middle of the crowd about to knock Derek over, right? Just looking at that might be like one of my favorite moments right now. Like we could have had a couple this year if we could have pulled it out. But you know, so
the buzzer beaters was crazy this year.
Yeah,
too many, man. Too many.
A lot of 1-point losses.
Yeah, and now we lost 8 games, right? We lost 4 to one team.
Yeah, that's facts.
Just tell you that should tell you a lot, right? They're like, I think we were one of the best teams in the state for sure. And you know, we lost to a Final Four. Well, I think it made Elite 8. We lost to Elite 8 team at a buzzer beater. Yeah, that was tough. It was tough this year. We lost 4 to one team. Lost 1 to the eventual South Carolina state champion. And, what's the name of the team? Not Legacy.
Lexington.
Lexington. There you go. Yeah. Lexington. And then we lost to the state champion of North Carolina twice. So
that's 7 right there.
Yeah, that's 7. And you know, we dropped one to West Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
We dropped one to West Charlotte. That was tough. That was a game. I don't think Derek played that game.
Yeah, no, Derek ain't played.
Yeah,
we was at that game.
Yep.
Okay, it feel better when you beat West Charlotte?
You said, does it feel better?
Yeah, like a regular season game.
It doesn't have the same, I guess, as it did at the beginning, right? Like you said, man, we talked about it in the beginning. Like these are things that we expect to do, right? Now, we beat Chambers, obviously. I've never beat North Met, so I guess when I do beat them, right, it will feel great. But after you do it, it's like, okay, that's what we're supposed to do, right? Right.
Okay, so moving on to this or that. A6, you can ask the first one, but this or that is basically we're gonna give you this or that, and you gotta choose one.
Oh, all
right. So the first one is 80s and 90s basketball or 2000 and 2010s?
I'm gonna go 2010.
Okay. Why you say that?
Kobe.
That's your guy?
Yeah, that's my guy. That's, man, most skilled player to ever play the game.
So that's your GOAT?
That's my guy. When you talked about the GOAT conference, I saw Jordan play, right? And it was just a different feeling, man. Like when Jordan played, you just knew the other team lost. Like it wasn't even a question. Like you know, and that's what I mean. Like we can go by numbers and all that stuff. Like as a kid, I'm from Wilmington, right? I hated Jordan. Yeah. Like I didn't like Jordan, but like I knew, like ain't nobody beating this man. Like dog, he's gonna win. Like he's gonna win. So Jordan is the GOAT, right? But I think my favorite basketball player is Kobe, right? But you gotta respect Jordan, dog. Like it was, if you want to round, you just don't get it, and I get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy because that's leading to the next one.
Brian or Jordan?
Jordan. But it's obvious you're gonna say Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah. Jordan over. Okay.
It's a kind of like, again, bro. If you weren't there, you don't get it. Like you can only watch clips, but like I'm talking about the time leading up to the game and all of that stuff. Like when the man walked through and he had the hoop earrings and the big suit on, bro, like the game was over. Like you don't even get out there and try to play. Like it is over. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care who the other team got. Like I'm cheering for Penny and Shaq and, you know.
But you already know.
You're going to lose, bro. Yeah. You're going to lose.
All right. Coaching AAU or coaching school?
School.
School.
Yeah, school. School is because the time you put into it. Like
relationships you don't get a little deeper.
You don't get the time to like practice and instill things. But at the same time, AAU, you have more elite players who should have higher IQs, and so it doesn't take that much more time. But you know, everybody on the high school team isn't like super talented. Yeah. Like you have to figure out what their role is and put them in places to be successful. And the season is longer for sure.
Would you rather be in cold or hot weather?
Hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Not messing with the cold. No mountain trips.
Huh?
No mountain trips.
I go to the mountains, but like I don't want to be there long. Like I can live on the beach. Like I can't live in the mountains.
Thanks. Tupac or Biggie?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Big. Yeah, I'm gonna say Big. Yeah, I'm gonna say Big.
About that.
I'm gonna say Big.
Big over Pac?
I'm gonna say Big. I'm gonna say Big was a better lyricist, but I think you feel what Pac is saying more. Pac would have been a dangerous dude had he not died. Like he would have probably been the president or something, man. So
you can still listen to Pac, I feel like. I mean, you can still listen to Big, but I don't know too many Big songs.
Big, and his catalog is not long.
Yeah.
He don't have many songs, but I think that's part of his greatness too. It's like it didn't take him long. Like I think he died at like 22.
Yeah, he didn't even get to go on his run for real.
Exactly, but the impact that he made in those two albums, because he died before his second album even came out, and so it's a toss up, man. Depending on what you're looking for, but I'm gonna have to, off the top of my head, I'm gonna have to say Big.
Okay, and then Hove or Nas?
Hove,
all the way.
Yeah, easily. Favorite album of all time, man. Blueprint.
Okay.
Yep.
Dang.
Okay.
That's crazy, because the next one is, if you had to listen to 2 albums for the rest of your life, what 2 albums would you choose?
Ooh. I gotta say Blueprint was one. See, I listen to everything, man. So like it could be an R&B album. Rest of my life. Now I'm gonna have to go Cold, the warm up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Cold, the warm up. Okay. I can play that all day. Or Cold 2004. I'm gonna say the warm up. Yeah.
So you be listening to new stuff too, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite new artist?
I don't know what you consider new artist. Who I'm listening to right now? Let me think. Who's on my playlist? New artist. He's locked up, but Pooh Shiesty would be, I don't know if he considered a new artist.
Yeah, he would be considered.
Kodak. I like Kodak. Like Kodak, I like Pooh. Hold on, man. Don't give me a second. Let me go to my playlist.
Kodak. Pooh Shiesty is crazy.
Yeah, let me go to my
Pooh Shiesty is crazy.
Pooh Shiesty hard though. When he get on something or a feature or something, he go crazy.
I don't really. He got a couple songs, I guess. I don't really listen to him though.
He ain't got to make too much yet.
I got a lot of that dude on there. I don't know, y'all like Sauce Walker?
No.
You don't like Sauce Walker? I like Sauce. And I got that one. I got
kept Sauce Walker.
Let me see. I got Big Fizzle on my playlist.
You're losing it.
And
you just going down.
And oh man, y'all probably don't listen to him either. Lucci.
I mess with Lucci.
I listen to Lucci.
Yeah.
I listen to Lucci.
He hard.
21. He ain't really a new artist though. Like I don't know if you consider him new.
He could be considered.
If that's the case, then I gotta put him up there first.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, the last one would be top 3 coaching influences.
Top 3 coaching influences. My youth coach, Coach Ron Davis. Dude is probably never lost a game that I can remember in rec league in Wilmington. If you say his name anywhere, Coach Ron, like he's a legend, for sure. Right. Like he's one of the dudes that raised me. My high school coach, Coach Jaron Robinson, dude probably saved my life, man. But y'all wouldn't believe it, but I was I was hell on wheels in high school, right? And he kind of like just showed me what I could do with basketball. And last, I'm gonna say Jacoby Davis. Yeah, I'm gonna say Jacoby Davis. He showed me what it's like to build a program and the things you have to do to be successful. Like Cole would be nowhere around in West Charlotte, but kids would be in there shooting and like just having the gym open, like just that. Like you can't get worse being in the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you out the forward. Like it could have really went bad, right?
Yeah.
But those kids were really in there like working, and he was he might walk in and check and see who's in there, but just being in the gym, the time you got to put in, man. Like dude put in a lot of time. So those would be my three.
Yeah. And then I got one more question. What's it like coming into Hopewell where the program isn't at a elite state yet in the conference, kind of the bottom of the conference when you step in? What's the mindset to kind of change the program around?
So I knew that there was talent in the area, right? And because we had played Hopewell a couple times, and I think that time they had Bryce Williams, and then they had a couple other tall guys that was just long, and they had a couple down years, and I guess that's what allowed me to get the job. But I knew they could be competitive, and half the battle is just having confidence. Yeah. And me, y'all know, man, I'm a confident dude, man. I just knew I could do it, right? I just knew, like, if you give me the opportunity, man, the players will come eventually. And luckily, man, he came over. Like neither one of y'all started there, right? And players are coming, and you just got to figure out how to put it together. But I just got confidence, man. That's all it is. Okay,
this is really the last question. So, what was it like coaching Patrick Williams?
It was great. Like Pat, I know a lot of people say, he got drafted number 4, and when a lot of people didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Right.
But like for us, like we knew that we had something special, right? We knew we had a pro, just because of the work he put in. Like Pat he'll come in for a workout, then we'll work somebody else out, and as I'm leaving, he's coming back in the gym, right? And man, he was just at it every day. Like the dude really works, right? He really, really does work, and so like nothing was given to him. He wasn't always that top 10 guy, but like that senior year, his junior year, we lost to Independence in the playoffs, but he had like 40, right? And then he came back his senior year and was just on a tear. And then he went to Florida State. He figured out his role, figured out what he could do well, knocked down the 3, and that's really what the league is about. Like you have to have something that you do really well, right. And he could play defense. He used to always say, best defender in the state, right? And so he carried that to college, carried it on to the league. I mean, and I think last year he had the highest percentage of minutes like guarding an all-star, right? And so just that stat alone, that means somebody believes you can play defense. And but he was special. Yeah, he was special. He kind of makes everything. I think in order to win it all, you have to have that kind of dog, right? You got to have that guy like North Met has Isaiah Evans, and you just got to have that guy, right? Or a couple of them. Right. So, but yeah, that was a great experience. Taught me a lot. I had never been around that type of talent before. Yeah. And the fact that he, trusted me and believed in what I was saying, that gave me a lot of confidence too. So, yeah.
And all right, with that, that's probably gonna get us out of here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We just hit 1,000 subscribers this past week.
Word.
Big accomplishment for us. Watch the video all the way through. And yeah, we out.
Sports type with J Mike, turn up on game night. Hey, sports type with J Mike, turn up on game night. No, I can't play nice. Hope he ready to play right. Ballin' is life. Real put alive from the locker room to the court or the sidelines. I stay clutch if I'm running out of time. School bus said we up, so you running out of grind. Hey, sports type with J Mike, turn up on game night.